good stuff. I'm not going to go on my whole long spiel too much, but of course, I always love to start off by saying thank you for coming by the channel. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome, and I hope that you like what you see here and end up hitting that subscribe button and that like button. Uh, a little bit of a mixed bag here, a little bit of everything. So tonight we're doing kind of more of a kind of whatever comes out, very general reading, whatever I feel guided to read from. I'm just letting kind of spirit guide me at this time to see what happens, what pops out. This is a collective message, so I will not be. Hey, my bestie is here. My bestie, my soulie, my sister. Hi, girl. Love you. But yeah, so. Yes, for those of you, like I said, if you're newer, a little bit of everything here. And for those of you who've been rocking with your girl for a bit, welcome back. Um, Greatly appreciate all the continued support, especially from people like Castor River here. Um, she's a godsend, I will say that. I'm very blessed to have her around. So if you ever need personal readings, that's a person that you might want to go to and check out. And she's also on Facebook under the same name. Great stuff. Great stuff. So that's somebody who I go to. She's one of my advisors. So when I need help, I go to her. So without further ado, we're going to just tap in and see what's going on with you guys at this time. Like I said, this is a collective message. So, kind of just, if it doesn't resonate with you, take it with a grain of salt. But there might be still parts of this message that might resonate. Another one of my peoples here. Hey, Aya, what's up, girl? Thank you. I love my T-shirt too. I love a good dad joke, and a good pun. So I saw this on Amazon. I was like, I need that shirt in my life. I started to wear it like when I would do like the What's the Tea readings. I'm not doing a What's the Tea tonight unless that's what Spirit tells me to look at, of course. But I just felt like wearing this shirt today. So yes. Let's get started, shall we? All right, Spirit. So what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest, good, clearest, and most accurate messages? Sorry that I'm like off center. I just didn't feel like clearing off my table and stuff and setting up that way. I was like, I'm going to make it more like relaxed for me. Like this is when I read for myself, this is how I read. I read right here to the side, but I'm off center a little bit so I could, still be able to to see you guys and converse with y'all and, show my face, I guess. But yes, so Spirit, what does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good, clearest, and most accurate messages, please? I will say, before I started this reading, my Palo Santo was smoking a lot, and my Palo Santo doesn't usually smoke much. So you guys might be really in the energy of releasing some negative energy at this time, possibly. Not all of you, but some of you might be. We'll see what's popping up in this reading room. Sweet. That's always exciting. All right, so as I say, releasing, right? Clearing something up. We have contracts here, important legal matters, agreement between two parties, making something official, and applications. I was going to say applicants. Applications and signatures. So you might be signing something soon, or it's even giving me like maybe like reading it intuitively, like the end of like of some type of karmic contract type of thing, maybe, or the beginning of a new one. Don't know. But let's see what's going on with you guys. Clearest and most accurate messages. What does the collective need to know at this time, Spirit? Death. Inevitable end, big transformation, shedding required, dead end. Can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Because that's literally the energy I was picking up on. As soon as I started burning that Palo Santo, that shit was smoking like it was on fire. The stick itself was on fire. And I did it twice too, just to like make sure I got rid of everything. Even the second time was still like on fire. Like almost like I had to like get ready to, I thought I was gonna have to like extinguish it myself. I was like, oh damn, okay. And it was smoking like crazy. I was like, okay. And I was like, what's that smell? I'm like, don't worry, Mom. This is my witchy shit. I didn't say that. I just told her I was burning some stuff. She's like, oh, okay. She's like, better not be smoking in the house. I'm like, Mom, I'm not smoking in the fucking house. I don't want to smoke like that. Gosh, make me sound like a weed head or something. I mean, nothing wrong with being a weed. There's worse things. So I flipped. Where did it go? Oh, I hate when that happens. Something definitely flipped. But when it's meant to come out, it'll show its face. So someone could be in hiding about something. Maybe a person in your energy might be in hiding, like watching you, or some weird shit. We have hot mess, disorderly habits, untidy mind, chaotic, messy situation, feeling miserable and unhappy, being irresponsible. I don't know if that's you guys maybe feeling like this at this time, or the person in your energy that you're cutting ties with. For some, I feel like it's kind of giving like this energy of you're learning how to, let's say if you've allowed, raise my hand, I've been there, done that. So no judgment here. So the no judgment zone here. You know, you deal with a person, let's say if it's romantically, you deal with a person who wasn't, you know, all that great of a person. They added a lot of drama and chaos into your life that you know you did not want. And they just kept on bringing it, like the gift that just keeps on giving. They just can't, they don't know how to like get their shit together, and then that shit bleeds onto you. I'm getting something like that. I feel like there's a severance happening of some sort. For some of you, it could be a friend, because we have friendships on the bottom of the deck. It says attracting new friends, changes in friendships, spending more time with friends, and letting go of toxic friends. So for some of you, it could be a friend. But yeah, nonetheless, you are learning how to set some healthy boundaries, I feel. Will do, baby girl, will do. Yeah, so it says your boundaries are being tested, not surrendering, standing your ground, staying true to yourself. So I feel like maybe for a while you had a hard time setting these healthy boundaries, and now you're rising up from the ashes. So we had that death card, and now we got this phoenix card. It says rising from the ashes, being offered a second chance, the end of despair, and what was lost is being restored. Wow. So you guys are like really, really like coming out of something. Whether this is like more like past energy, or this is like literally what's happening right now, either way, or what's ready to come in. You know, everybody's gonna be in different parts of their journey at this time, so you know, take the messages as they resonate and leave them if they don't. But I am getting that, you know, you guys are definitely in the midst of like, you know, severing ties with people who have added a lot of chaos and drama to your life. We have dreams here, vivid dreaming, dream messages. What are they doing up there all fucking day? I hate being on the first floor sometimes, because I'm not used to having people above me. I'm used to being the loud neighbor that people complain about. So I guess I'm getting my karma. But anyway, vivid dreaming, only because of my son. I was quiet as a church mouse. We used to get noise complaints because of him playing his guitar. Reaching for your dreams. Your dreams are calling you, and the power of imagination. So some people might be having some really crazy ass dreams lately. I know guys, I've been astral projecting and all kind of weird shit so much lately. Like, it's crazy how much it's been happening. It's been happening almost every night, and then I wonder why I'm always fucking tired. Like, at this point, these bags under my eyes, I could bag groceries with these shits. Like, who needs a reusable bag when you got these bad boys? You know what I mean? This is very loud. I hate when like one song is like super quiet and then it goes like super loud like that. But yeah, some of you might be having some very vivid, crazy dreams lately. So pay attention to those dreams at this time, because there's definitely some type of messages coming through. I would even suggest maybe writing in a dream journal to kind of record the dreams that you've been having. He said, visit you. Between like astral projecting and like, I feel like visiting like parallel like people who believe in this whole thing. Parallel like universes type shit, or parallel like dreams. Not dreams. Yeah, parallel worlds. I think would be the best way to and lives would be the best way to describe it, because like it'll be the same people, like I know them, but they might have a different name or have a different title in my life, or I look slightly different. It's very interesting, but this is what's been happening like every night lately in my dreams. Very weird, very different. Don't know if I like it, because I be wanting to fucking actually sleep. Like get real sleep, adequate sleep. So y'all might be having a hard time with getting like adequate sleep at this time. Yep, we got the Phoenix officially here, which we talked about already, like coming, rising from the ashes kind of energy. What else? Two cards I want to come out with. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so, and this makes a lot of sense to me. So we have, I'm going to read it this way because like it makes more sense to read it this way. Okay, so we have thorns, a painful sacrifice, hard choices to prevail. Life is testing you, suffering for a goal. And it came out along with serendipity, which says divine intervention. Wow. Perfect timing, happy survival. I almost said survival. Happy survival. That's a weird thing to say. Happy surprises. Maybe some of you guys feel like you've been in survival mode, question mark. And a fortunate stroke of luck. So something is about to start shifting and changing in your life, and it's because you decided to take this chance, severing these ties and stepping into this role of being in a happier place in your life at this time. So this is, I like the energy in the sense of you guys have been like really taking like leadership and ownership in your own lives as of lately, or is something that you're about to start working on. I see that I'm missing messages. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't have my glasses on, so bear with me. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. That's wild. There's a reason why I said what I said, because I'm like, like I don't know why I said that. I mean, I kind of sort of know, like it was meant to be said that way, but like it's just weird, you know. Karmic justice. Yeah, those scales are balancing, baby. Wrongs made right. You will be vindicated, getting what you deserve, and learning karmic lessons. I literally, the first thing I said in this fucking reading, before I even pulled a card, I said, you guys might be getting ready to exit out of like karmic lessons or something. Did I not? Did I not? You guys are in the process of releasing something. I literally said that. So yeah, we got some confirmations here that this is exactly what's happening. I'm happy I pulled from this deck because I have a bunch of decks over here, and I was just like, okay, so what do I feel drawn to? I felt drawn to these. And I was like, I'm going to use these, and it was just whatever tarot deck I put my hand on first. And yeah, this was the deck that I definitely needed to read from. Bottom of the deck, we have Alien, feeling, throat chakra, excuse me. Feeling alienated in life, feeling like you don't fit in, dealings with a foreigner, new experiences in life. So there's something in your life right now that's happening that's super, super different, super new. I'm even getting for somebody, this might be something along the lines of finally being able to, especially with that boundaries card that we saw earlier, maybe this has to do with being able to use your voice and set healthy boundaries. Maybe for a long time you've kind of, how can I put it without it being offensive. Maybe there's been times when you've allowed people to kind of walk all over you. And this is no, again, there's no judgment here. This is just, you know, what I'm picking up on, you know, allowing people to kind of walk all over you and being a doormat in a sense. And now you're finally getting to that point where you're like, okay, now I gotta do what's best for me, right? Putting yourself first, your happiness first. And this is a sacrifice. This is a hard sacrifice to make. My mom's calling me, but she's gonna have to wait. She's probably just telling me that the dinner is good because I just cooked, and she's probably just letting me know the food was good. She's like, that looks delicious. I'm about to go and get my plate now. I'm like, go ahead, Mom, enjoy. But yes, so I made smothered pork chops. And if you guys don't like pork, don't say no pork on my fork or how bad pork is. I know it's not good for you, but that's what she wanted, and that's why I made her. So I made her some smothered pork chops. Um, but yes, yeah, something feels very, very new and different to you. Maybe like, kind of, uncharted territory, if you will. Like doing something that's new, something that you're not used to. It feels uncomfortable, and you're just trying to kind of figure out where to go. I just heard internal compass. Like there's like this, you're being guided, and you don't know where you're being guided to. So it's kind of like, what the fuck's happening? I'm confused. What is this? But the thing is, you're being guided to do whatever it is that you're doing for a reason, right? So just understand that, you know, just pay attention, right? Pay attention to where you're being guided. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, the gut instincts, the dreams that you're having and stuff like that. When it comes to certain things, those things are not happening in vain. They're meant to happen that way for you to receive messages and things like that. To help you navigate during this process, whatever this is. Yeah, remember I said somebody in your life was adding a whole bunch of fucking chaos and destruction. There we go. Difficult experiences, heavy burdens test your strength. Unpredictable events and opposing forces. Yeah, things have been working against you, right? And now you're about to work for yourself instead of waiting for things to happen. You're letting, like, you're taking charge. You're saying, it's giving me like Knight of Wands energy. Like you're taking charge, and you're like, yeah, or even like Knight of Swords possibly. Like you're taking charge, and you're saying, okay, this is my time. Like I'm moving on from these situations that no longer serve me, so on and so forth, so that I can step into this place of actual happiness in my life, right? Yeah, taking a risk, taking a chance. I just thought about, like, if you guys, some of you might like Monopoly, but like, the chance cards, where it's like, it's literally like a gamble. You're like hoping when you get one of those cards that it's something positive. Sometimes it's not. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I knew it. Damn, I'm good. I know my mom. She just called me to say the food was delicious. I love her. She's so cute. It says time to take risks. Getting out of your comfort zone, exactly. Hence the alien card here on the bottom of the deck, right? It's uncomfortable. Yeah, you're stretching yourself out when it. See, I'm a pervert, so I thought, Spirit, why y'all be doing this to me? Y'all put me in these positions all the time where I have to say stuff that then my little kinky brain starts kicking in, and I'm like, especially when I ain't got nothing in a long time. Gosh, stretching things out. Shit. No, let me stop. But yeah, you're you're stretching yourself out when it comes to expanding your horizons. There you go. Thank you, Spirit, for making your girl over here blush a little bit. But yes, what else it says? Take a leap into the unknown, and adventure awaits. Yeah, it's also giving me like the Fool card. Like if that were to show up, I wouldn't be shocked. Let me just see if I missed anything. Whoa, what? Oh, girl. Holy shit! Yeah, we definitely need to talk when I get off of here. Holy crap! Wow. No problems, Aya. Like I'm always grateful for you being here when you do get to pop in. So you can always watch when you can. Um, wow, that's crazy. My face probably looked crazy. I have a little cowlick here. Let me lay that shit flat. Having straight hair feels so weird now. It's like I like it, but like let's get one more from here. But like it's funny because like there's little things like, what the fuck's touching me? Oh, I'm like, it's just my hair. Like when I had locks too, like sometimes like when my locks started hitting like a certain length, I'm like, what the fuck is touching? Oh, it's just my hair. Um, I think like once my hair got like right here when I had my locks, that's when I used to always get like, what the fuck? Like feel like someone's crawling on me. Once they got longer, like it didn't affect me anymore. But like I think it's just like that threshold. It's like, oh, what is that? or getting hair in my mouth when I'm eating. That's kind of annoying sometimes. But my fro will be back. All I gotta do is add some water. Boom. Right. It's like the the pumpkin from, or the chariot from fucking Cinderella. It turns right back into a pumpkin at midnight, baby. That's it. This is just for play, baby. This is just for play. I'm trying to look like almost like how I used to look, minus the extra 70 pounds that I put on over the years, for my reunion coming up. My high school reunion, crazy. 20 years, guys. 20 years. Yes. So we have the world. Exactly, closure, right? Completion of a major milestone. Fulfillment, time, and success, broadening your horizons. I said stretching your horizons because I'm a little freak, but broadening your horizons. Thank you, Spirit. You guys had to show me up a little bit on the wording, right? And end of a journey. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, we have between worlds. Yeah, you're in this transitional phase between whatever's been happening versus what's coming through. As you get ready to start, like, really working on being in a better place in your life, working on your happiness, and making decisions that actually benefit you for a change. I'm getting a lot of people who are very selfless, who always do everything for everybody else, and now it's time to step into that role for yourself. Um, it says torn between two paths, space between the old and the new, exactly. Excuse me. Trying to balance your two lives in transition, exactly. Top of the deck, we have the past. Yeah, your transition of letting go of the past. Feeling nostalgic, mentally reliving the past, the return of past lovers or friends, interesting, and the return of a past situation. I feel like you guys have already been working on like that release. So it's almost like, if a person from your past were to try to, creep back into your life, this has been an energy showing up a lot. If that were to happen, you're going to have to be the one to, again, set those healthy boundaries and say, absolutely not, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. And then for some of you, either have a kid with this person. It says children, raising your children, helping or working with children, starting a family, emotionally immature behavior. So I'm getting more than one energy here. I'm getting, you might have a kid with this person. I'm getting, you might have, if this is like that energy of you've known this person for a long time, like, and it's a friendship, you might have known this person since childhood. And also just like how we said in the card, like emotionally immature, like a very childish person for some. So take it as it resonates, so leave it if it doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, you could watch just for shits and giggles, or you could, watch other readings. You could subscribe and, hit the notification bell so you can watch readings at a later time that might make more sense for your situation. It's always going to be a little bit different. 1 second, my loves. So let me know if this is making sense to you guys so far. We're going to do like a little maybe 5-card spread. See what's going on. I didn't look to see what was there when I split the deck. I forgot to do that. Yeah, for those of you who this is making sense. Hey Yvette, how are you, lovey? I love when I see people coming back. It makes me happy. People who truly, I just saw, I should have showed you guys so you don't think I'm lying, but it was the Knight of Cups and the Devil all shuffling, like on opposing sides. It's like a toxic offer of some sort, not a good offer. I just heard show your hands, like somebody who doesn't want to show their hands, right? I'm getting something like that. But yes, let's see. I think 5-card spread would be good. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. Interesting. Not sure what that means in this context just yet. Maybe that's what's getting ready to come towards you. That would be nice. Oh, I see. This is for some of you. This is almost like it's going to possibly a choice between like, and it's an emotional decision making kind of thing here. So it's kind of like making head over heart decision, just based on the cards that we saw. Head over heart kind of thing to move forward from something. So that you can kind of step into this energy of having the things that you've been, rewarded from the universe, whatever you believe in. Like making room for the things that you're meant to have in your life versus being in a stagnant place, whatever that means for you, because it's gonna be different for everybody. But you'll know what your circumstances are based on how the cards are coming out and where you feel you stand here. But because it does look different for everybody. So let's just see what's the overall energy. Can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Now, y'all remember I had said I was picking up on this card, and now it's here. Knight of Swords is the overall energy. You guys are seizing new opportunities and moving on really, really, really quickly. Hey Yvette, I'm good overall. I'm just tired, We all have different things going on right now, right? Like I'm not gonna sit here and go into too many details, but like just it's a lot. I'm just tired. But I always try to make sure I look at the positive side of things, even when I have my really low moments, because they've been trickling in a lot lately. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I've been just trying to make sure that I try to find the silver lining in everything. But I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that this Monday has been treating you well, the beginning of the work week, all that good stuff. And for everybody who ends up watching, same thing for y'all too. But like I said, I'm always grateful for when you guys come back. It lets me know that I'm doing something right. So, I don't need to, throw up the white flag too soon. Oh boy. What? Maybe that's what the contract card was about. You see how like for everybody's gonna be different? Like there's gonna be these little nuances and within the reading you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's me. But it's gonna mean something different for every single person. You know what I mean? Like, wow. And sometimes you even have to read between the lines. You're a reader, But like, yeah, sometimes you have to read between the lines for what it means for your situation when you're watching a collective reading in particular. Because like it's gonna be different for everybody. But the fact that that's hitting that hard and it makes that much sense, wow, that's just crazy as hell. Wow. Tell us more. What's going on for the collective? What's the incoming energy? Oh man, I'm hungry. That smells so good. Oh, I'm not taking all these. What's the incoming? All right, so we have Six of Wands here. So I am getting that, there's a sense of success and victory, right? We have Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck here, which is about decision making. We already know that there are some choices and things that need to be made. But it's also about taking like the rose-colored lenses off, right? Like looking at things for what it is and not what you want it to be at this point. Like seeing things for the truth. No more lying to your own self anymore about stuff. You got to see things for what it is. Yeah, especially when for some of you it has to do with something like, a home related, or let me rephrase. For some of you, it has to do with like a family dynamic. That's the word. Like a family dynamic with this Four of Wands. Whether you're married to this person or in a higher level of commitment, cohabitating with this person. But there's just this energy of there's something that needs to be done, and there's a decision that needs to be made in order to come into this sense of success and victory, especially as there's this closure of a cycle, right? Yeah. And then we have the moon here, so it's giving me also a sense of fear. There's some fears and anxieties here. We also had that energy about like the dreams, right? That literally came out earlier. Um, maybe your dreams have been like super weird and crazy, but like I also feel like there's just like this stuff happening behind the scenes that that there are things that you need to do. You just have to follow your intuition about and getting something like that. But yeah, you gotta, yeah, it's time to move on. Six of Swords underneath the Two of Swords. Yeah, my eye just started twitching like crazy. My eyes have been twitching in general. I think it's a lack of sleep and not wearing my glasses. I think my eyes are like, okay, bro, like, I'm tired. You squint all the time. You've been doing this for way too long, years. Like, stop this shit. Tell us more. What's going on behind the scenes that the collective doesn't know. Okay. I'll take that one with it. All right, we have the Magician here. So it's giving me like, I see. I feel like there might be a situation or a person or something that's coming through who essentially they're very manipulative. They are very calculating. They know exactly like the right things to say to confuse you and keep you all in your head. I'm getting something along those lines. And I say this because usually the Magician is a good card, but not in this context, it's not. Especially because this is what's going on behind the scenes. We have the Seven of Cups. So that's about confusion, right? And so that also is a card about dreams. Go figure. This person might even be interfering in your dreams. I've been having weird dreams about this person lately, or like an energy that reminds you of them. But the thing is, like, this person, whoever this is, it's like it all comes down to some type of choice that you're gonna have to make with the Lovers here. There's a choice that's gonna have to be made here, where you're gonna have to like you have to see things for what it is, see through the fog, basically. Because otherwise this is going to keep you on a path of stagnation with this Knight of Pentacles. You don't want to feel stuck anymore in your circumstances. And I do feel like whoever this person is, like, even if they're not doing it intentionally, like, to keep you stuck, like, their energy is just so draining that it literally will keep you feeling like you're just stuck in a rut in a situation for too long. And it's like, you've already been dealing with this already, whatever this is, because like I said, it's different for everybody. For some it's like a romantic thing, for some it's a friend, some of it could be your own family, your family members, like keeping you feeling stuck and stagnant. Like, I'm getting, this is very specific, so take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But for somebody who ends up watching this at some point, it could even be a situation where like you're just trying to like kind of, flee the coop. And what I mean by that is like, your family might be trying to keep you like locked down almost. I'm getting like very super religious background. I'm not knocking people who are religious. Please don't think that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying there are those people who are very overzealous with it. We all know this to be true. And what happens is they want you to live a certain way for them. And like the image, so to speak, that they want to portray to the outside world and things like that. And you might be trying to do something different, and it goes against whatever belief system. I won't be shocked if the hair follicle show up. It might go against what like the belief and value systems were that you were brought up on. I'm getting something like that for somebody who might end up watching later, and that's why this is such a hard sacrifice to make, because it's like, okay, well, I have to kind of, in a way, leave everything that I know / knew behind to go in this new direction of my life that feels like it's more suitable for where I'm trying to go. Let me know if that makes sense, or if it resonates. That seems very specific for somebody though. Tell us more. Strength card. So, yeah, finding that sense of willpower and strength within yourself to, move on in this new direction of your life. Yeah, the Judgment. Yeah. Look at all these major arcanas. My God, this is super pivotal and transitional for you guys. Like, this is, excuse me, like, this is big. This is not a small thing for you guys. And it makes it that much more complicated, right? And more complex because it's like, I'm literally closing out cycles with everything that I thought I knew. Parts of who I thought I was. I'm getting ego death for y'all. Some of y'all too. It's like you're becoming a new person. And in order to become this person, there are things you're going to have to let go of and release. Like I said, old ways of doing things, old ways of thinking, old habits and things like that. The people that you thought that were in your corner, so on and so forth. So you leave these things behind. 3 of Wands. Planning accordingly. For some of you, might be physically moving. But yeah, just, really waiting for your ships to sail in after a very long period of time of just feeling like everything has been at a standstill for a long time, leaving things behind. And the only way that can happen is by having that sense of willpower and strength within yourself to remove yourself from these situations. That last judgment call, if you will. Yeah. Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is about something very, very almost infantile. All the page cards are about like infancy or child or like a childlike energy. Yeah, this is new. Very, very new. So it's like, okay, so now what do I do? You know how like when you start a video game, I don't know why I just got this analogy, but okay, hear me out. Some of you might like video games. But you start a game that you never played before. You don't know the premise of the game quite yet. You don't know the platform of the game yet. And then you're just like, okay, I'm just going to start mashing on all these fucking buttons. You didn't read the instruction manual because that shit is pretty much pointless. Because it'll tell you that you do one thing and then you try that thing and it doesn't fucking work. Were you ever a frustrated kid playing Sega Genesis or fucking Super Nintendo? I was in the fucking early 90s. That shit was fucking annoying. When they tell you, oh, this is how you do this move on Mortal Kombat. It's like, that is not how you fucking do it. So you mash all the buttons until you get it right. And then you get the button, or you get the move, but you can't figure out what the fuck you did to do it. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit? This shit's fucking confusing. And I don't know why that came up as an analogy, but that's pretty funny. Maybe we just needed a little bit of comedic timing on the reading. I don't know. It's great, you guys are funny. But yeah, I definitely thought about me playing Sonic the Hedgehog as a 6-year-old and being so fucking upset. Sonic 2 in particular, when I got it with my Sega, was the free game, and I just would get so fucking mad because I'm like, yo, I couldn't get past Chemical Plant to save my fucking life. I couldn't get past that fucking level. I would have to pass the controller to my brother. I can't beat this level. I need you to do it for me. And I would be finding Mystic Cave and shit like that. But the other ones, oh my god, it was such a fucking hassle. So I don't know. It's funny. I feel like you guys might this is literally what I'm seeing in my head right now as I'm talking to y'all. So some of y'all might resonate with that funny ass analogy of you're playing a game that you've never played before. You're just mashing all the fucking buttons and hoping you get it right. And that's what it feels like right now. It's like oh fuck, I did a Hadouken and I can't remember how I did it. What the fuck is this shit? It's some bull. You know what I mean? And you're just trying to figure out what the hell do I do from here. I just think that was a funny ass analogy that spirit guides told me to tell y'all. So if you guys are around my age group or whatever, y'all might resonate with that and think it's hilarious. I don't know, but I thought it was kind of funny because that really is how life be feeling sometimes. Certain phases, you're like, I'm here. I'm this main character in this scene right now. What the fuck is this shit? Where do I go? Or even fucking Resident Evil when it first came out on the PlayStation, and then you're just walking into walls and shit because it's the control is reversed, so it's you're going this way but you're supposed to go that way. It's a whole fucking nightmare. I still don't know how to fucking the directional pad. I still get confused with that shit. Still to this day. One of my favorite games, and still could barely play it. But anyway, enough about video games. Alright guys, I love y'all. Thank you for always entertaining my shenanigans. Y'all know I have ADHD, so it just keeps going and I have to shut the fuck up sometimes. So I love you guys for understanding that and not judging me, okay? You guys are great. Real MVPs over here. So we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep the ball going. All right. So all right. Tell us more. I think I might pull from the what's the tea just because like I feel like this is kind of a what's the tea type of energy here. All right. Yes, the Hermit. Wow, look at all these. The last three cards that came out on the spread are all Major Arcana, and then we saw Major Arcana like throughout the reading also, just in general. Like, when you look at the bottom of the deck and stuff, we have the Hermit here. So yeah, this is again learning, right? You're taking this time to yourself. You're learning. You're learning the situation that you're in because it feels fucking strange, and you're just like, I don't know what this is. You know, all the things that you thought you knew, the people they have to leave behind, your own, you know, parts of yourself that you have to leave behind too. It's very scary. But there are things coming through for you. The Page of Pentacles, you know, new things coming towards you. I'm also getting for some, this is going to be different for everybody, but, you know, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But, like, I'm getting for some, it's going to kind of be like this energy of, like, you know, these new offers coming towards you, possibly monetary, maybe new job offers or something like that. Some of you might be learning or practicing a craft. I'm getting that for some reason. But yeah, the thing is, like, you're going to have to make a sacrifice. Excuse me. Five of Swords here. There is a sacrifice to be made. And we did see that energy earlier with the, card was it that we saw? I was talking about Thorns. The Thorns card. Which literally, you know, is saying, like, and I think the way I worded it was saying, like, in order to welcome in these new things, the serendipity, right? That's coming towards you, this overall happiness, you know, that's this in this particular context. There are sacrifices to be made, and it is going to be lonely. It's going to be scary. It's going to be hard. This is not going to be an easy transition, but it is happening. Hey Noble, how are you? Thank you for the compliments and the fro will be back. I jokingly said earlier that all I gotta do is add some water. It's gonna be like, you know, Cinderella with the chariot, you know, that pumpkin at midnight that just turned right. I mean the chariot turns into a fucking pumpkin. That'll be my hair when I add some water to this shit. So I'm gonna be like right back to a fro. But I'm enjoying it while I can. I did this back in March too, and it was kind of cool because like at that point I didn't straighten my hair for like 11 years. So like, because I had my locks for so long and I had a fro, so like I hadn't had my hair straightened in so long. So it's kind of fun. I like doing it. It's different. It bugs people out because they're like, what? Oh my god, that's all yours. I'm like, this is my hair. Yeah, that fro that you always see. This is just in a straightened form. You know, this is 2 years worth of growth here. Kind of proud of myself. But thank you for the compliment. And hi, Crystal. How are you? This is just a collective message, though, my love. So yes, we have the Queen of Cups here. So this is, I'm getting probably your energy, guys. Like, just, you know, I'm getting kind of, I heard emotional intelligence. Figuring out what that looks like. What does that feel like, right? Like, because, you know, sometimes when we've been through, I just heard sorry guys, fight and flight, sorry. I'm like, what the hell, I can't get the words out. I just heard fight and flight. It's like, you know, you guys have probably been always in that kind of energy. High anxiety I'm getting for some of you guys, like, just like always like feeling like a ball of knots in your stomach. Some of you might actually suffer from anxiety, but kind of always in that energy. And like now it's like, ooh, to be able to like take a breather and like see what the hell that means, what that feels like. It's gonna be a little bit weird, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know how I feel about it. It might be a little bit confusing because you're so used to things being like negative energy all the time or chaotic. Not to say you guys are negative, but there's sometimes the situations that happen around you happen, which, you know, obviously will have an impact on you. So I'm getting that, you know, working on your emotions and, you know, understanding what emotions are your own. Some of you might be empaths. I just had this conversation recently, literally the other day, Saturday, with my client. But I was talking about like being an empath and how like when you have you know, that ability where you hold on to, or you can feel the energy of other people, and having to know how to separate your feelings and your emotions from those of other people. um I'm getting something like that. So there's gonna be some inner work that you guys have to do, right? um to understand the importance of what it means to do something good for yourself and be in a positive headspace slash emotional space. I'm getting something like that. Let me know if this is making sense. Let's just get one more. Yeah, see, as I said, I feel like a lot of guys suffer from anxiety. There we go. Nine of Swords, definitely an anxiety card, big time. And losing sleep. We talked about that earlier too. So your sleep is important right now. My chest just started like kind of hurting a little bit, like a little bit of a squeeze. I don't know if any of you guys have hypertension, but or you have anxiety attacks and it could feel like having hypertension. Um, there's a name for a condition with it when it comes to like heart, chest pains when you don't actually have like anything necessarily wrong with you. So it's called, I think it's called algina or something like that. Or, yeah, I think it's called algina, where it's like it'll feel like excuse me, like your chest are like tight and in pain, but like when you go to get a test done, like nothing shows up. They're like, it could be anxiety, but it could just be general chest pain because, blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't really have a, yep, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you, Aya, for the confirmation. So it's just like a general, like, chest pain, but it could be worsened by different conditions. So, like, high blood pressure could be one of those things. Anxiety, so on and so forth, could contribute to that. So I don't know if any of you have that issue, but I did pick up on that suddenly. I'm also getting asthma for somebody. So, take it as it resonates and if it doesn't. But I did pick up on that. But yes, this is definitely a time to just, anything that makes you feel a great sense of overwhelm or anxiety or makes you feel unfulfilled in your life. This is because we do have this Four of Cups here on the bottom. Um, yeah, this is definitely a time to, make sure that you're wary of those kind of particular situations at this time. Those are things that you need to move on from. I'm also getting, with this Three of Pentacles here, um, really watching out for the people around you when it comes to partnerships and stuff like that. I'm also getting paying attention to the people in your life that might be getting ready to come in. Remember, we saw the friendship card earlier. So there might be people who are losing friends, which is not really a loss in this case because these are people who don't bring you any positivity anyway. And then for others, it's like there's new people coming in, and it's just basically saying, okay, I'm gonna welcome this person into my life and not be on such high guard all the time. You know what I mean? Like being cautious is okay, but just don't be paranoid. Right? There's a difference. um, White coat syndrome. What's that? Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. See? Empath, man. It's just crazy how, like, I could feel those, like, I started, like, going, like, I was chilling just a second ago. And all of a sudden, I had a hard time breathing. That's crazy. Wow. What the hell? What the hell? That's pretty wild. But we kind of know y'all guys are connected. So yes, now we also have the Nine of Pentacles here. So it's kind of giving me yeah. Well, girl, you gotta make sure you let me know about that date. I'm definitely intrigued to find out more. So we do have Nine of Pentacles here. So I do feel like just in general, this is a time, focusing on self, right? Obviously. Um, Anything that feels like it causes you a lot of stress, anxiety, those kind of things, overall discontentment, push it away. Welcome in connections that actually make you feel, I just heard the word fruitful, things that make you feel like they add benefit to your life, right? Which is very important, right? We want equally yoked relationships in your life, friendships in your life. Um, whether it's in the form of actual like friends, romance, family, work, really doesn't matter. Just across the board, right? This is what's really important at this time. I feel like, and also getting in your bag. Focusing on career. I think for some of you might be beneficial. Let me know if that's making sense so far. All right. So because Spirit definitely was nudging me and saying, "Oh, you need to read from here." I'm like, "Okay, fine, I will." So we're gonna see what's going on there. And then we'll probably pull like some like advice slash motivational cards at the end, and then yeah, that will be that. 1 second. All right. So what we got going on for the collective? Let's get some last messages from here. For those of you who have been here watching this reading, thank you so much for the support. I hope that it's been resonating and that you found it helpful. I'm kind of like I'm taking a slight break from the personal ones just for now because last week I'm not gonna stunt. Like I felt a little bit disgruntled, and I still feel a little bit of a way about it. And like now, like I don't want you guys to be punished or whatever because of other dumbass people. But like at the same time, it's a lot to do that. Like this, I can get jiggy with because like I don't have to worry about answering by in particular or whatever. People like talking shit. People who talk shit on here. If I'm doing it in this capacity, it's usually like the Bible thumpers who come talking shit or like the trolls, whatever. I don't care. Be like blocked. But like if I'm trying to help somebody and then like they're just not being very nice on here, I'm just like damn. With me being as charge my phone. With me being as nice as I am, and then like not being treated nicely, I get in my feelings. For me to not, okay, let's put it like this. For me to be a fire sign and be as sensitive as I am, not really have much water in my chart at all. I literally have one water placement, and that's Scorpio in my South Node. So maybe that's why. But literally, like, I have almost no water in my chart other than that one sign. And I'm just like, how the fuck am I so damn sensitive all the fucking time? Cry about everything. I didn't cry about this. I'm not. That's not what happened. But I will say, yeah, clearly, I'm still talking about it. So I'm still obviously bothered a little bit, just a bit. And I'm like, but like I said, I don't want to make like people who actually have been supportive and thankful and grateful like suffer because of people like that. Like that's not on you guys. But I just haven't had the emotional like capacity or the mental capacity to do it. But I will. Um, I will do it at some point this week. So probably like maybe Wednesday. But all right. So what's going on? Some last messages for the collective from this deck. Because I also have to make sure I call my girl. Gotta talk to her. So I'll probably be eating on the phone. Like, sorry girl, if you hear me sucking on this pork chop bone. But be like that sometimes. All right, so we have bad karma. Yeah, exactly. This person's a fucking karmic in of themselves to begin with, and then on top of that, they're experiencing their own shit because they're an asshole. In their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing on the bottom of the deck. Let's get a few more. Running. I don't know if that was their past energy or if that's you right now. It could be you. Some of you actually might be like working out and like actually going running or thinking about doing something like that. Like as I'm looking at the picture more, I'm wondering if any of you guys like live in like a warmer climate where it's like still kind of warm enough to like go jogging outside with like minimal stuff on and not be cold. Just let the sun hit you. And if you're up like closer to the north like me, you know, those warmer days, because like today was one of those days after it rained, like it was really warm outside. Like that would have been a perfect day to just go for a jog if I was into that thing. I'm not the most in shape person at all, but maybe some of you guys are. You might be seeing also the numbers 54 or 45 a lot. getting that for somebody, or the number 9 as well. Let me know if that makes sense or resonates. You have threatening on the threatening on the bottom of the deck, intimidating, threatened, and bothered. Okay. Another message I'm receiving right now is that as you're kind of removing yourself from certain situations, now people feel away and they might be trying to make threats towards you. So just be careful with that. For some of you, there might be kids involved, so just make sure that that you're wary of those things. I would say make sure you start documenting things for those of you who resonate with that part of the reading. Make sure that you're documenting things, text messages, emails, anything. Even if you have to voice record anything, like any arguments or something like that. I know technically some stuff is not admissible in court, but I'm getting something like that for somebody. I don't know why, but just be very mindful of those kind of things, especially if there's kids involved. Yeah, happiness haters, like almost like as you're like running from this situation to work and go towards your own happiness, this person does not like to see it, and they might try to sabotage that for you. So just a warning. Don't want to scare anybody, but for some, that's just a warning that needed to be heard. Let's get a few more from here. And I don't know why. It has nothing to do with anything that I'm really seeing in this reading. But I keep hearing on a loop right now, Butter Love by Next. You've got that butter love, baby. I don't know if that's one of the reasons why somebody might be acting a little bit crazy or something, a little cray-cray. But I don't know if that's just like a song you really like or something, or somebody in your energy likes that song a lot. I don't know. It's weird because that song is like on a loop right now in my head. It won't go away. I'm gonna have to listen to it after this reading because I can't stop hearing it. Yeah, see, child services is here again. So for somebody, there are kids involved. So just please be mindful. Because I don't know what this person's intentions are when it comes to something like that, especially when we got kids coming into the picture, but that's just not cool. That actually makes me want to pop somebody in the fucking face. I don't like that. Everything's joking and fun and shit like that, but when I start seeing stuff like that or abuse like that, I'm not okay with it. This person might party a lot. I'm getting for some they might be on they might drink a lot, or they might be on drugs, even though that card is not technically here because there is a card that says that too. But yeah. I'm also getting for some of you if they ever juggled you in any kind of way, cheated or anything. Because I am getting mostly romantic relationship. If they did do that, I'm kind of getting that a lot of times they were under the influence of something and then would do stupid shit. And people are just kind of used to them being in this energy. It's weird. Very weird. Now they want to come back kissing your ass because they know they did. I fucking knew it. You can't make this shit up. There is a card that says stuff about drugs and stuff like that. Look, top of the deck. Clarifying this card. Come on now. As I'm going to say, I'm picking up on drugs and stuff like that. And alcohol, alcohol abuse. Wow. Holy shit, I didn't even see that fucking card. Yeah, now they want to try to come in kissing your ass. But they're obsessive. They're obsessed with you. This is fucking creepy. I don't like this person at all. That's wild. That's crazy. Because I definitely was picking up on that. I'm looking at that card and I just, I literally, I felt like I was watching one of those Diddy parties. I haven't obviously been to a Diddy party, but I was visualizing what I feel like one of those parties might have looked like. Especially if there were some white substances involved. That's what I was seeing in my mind's eye, and then that card came up on the top of the deck. Yeah, moving on. Thank you. Next. And you guys moved on from this person, and they don't like it. I feel like the sex was bomb, and that could be a part of the reason why they're still kind of stuck on you. I'm also getting that they had you probably in a third party kind of situation. They're watching you from fake accounts, yeah, and like trying to like document stuff or whatever. I'm also getting that you might have to start documenting things. I said this before, but you know, especially with that child services card, like some of y'all might need to start documenting things. Like make sure you save everything and take screenshots and stuff like that if you need to. Like not from fake accounts or anything like that, but just like, you know, oh, they said something threatening to you in the form of a text message. Okay, screenshot. Like granted, like technically that stuff is always saved and stuff, but it just makes it easier to access it. Um, Once a message goes out, it's there forever. I didn't even realize this until recently, but like even like when we go on our phones, right? Like when we open our phone and like we go to an app or something, or we look up something, literally they can tell, like if they were to go on your phone, God forbid anything happens to you, they can literally see what time you did every single thing, unlocking a phone, everything. It all, like between it pinging and just like the phone itself stores all that information. That shit's kind of crazy. I mean, it's kind of a good thing just in case something happens, but like it's crazy that they have that type of access and control. You know what I mean? They meaning cops and FBI and things like that. But yeah, I'm watching like the Unsolved Mysteries, the newest installation of that, and like one of the one I watched, the most recent was the one, it was the park bench killings or whatever, and that one was really good. Like if you guys are into like murder mysteries and things like that, or just mysteries in general, watch it. It's on Netflix. um and like they were giving a timeline of like even down to when the girl who was murdered unlocked her phone just a few minutes before she was killed. Like I'm like, damn, that's just wild. Like I don't think any of us ever think about that, right? We think of our phone as something private, and it's like, you know what I mean. But the fact that it's so easily accessible, like with the right hands getting their hands on it, like it's wild as hell. Inside scoop: a closer look, nosy, all up in your business. Exactly. Doesn't actually even say all up in your business, but I added that in there for extra flair. But but seriously, yeah, all up in your business, all up in the Kool-Aid. Don't even know the flavor. They just wanna know what's going on. But they're watching. You know, we saw that energy before. Yeah. And I think they're watching because they want to try to make some type of offer to you, maybe a romantic offer or gesture. Remember, I said earlier when I was shuffling the cards, I saw the devil and the Knight of Cups. So just be mindful of any offers made to you, especially by this person that's in your energy, who you are well aware of who this person is. Yeah. Yeah, digging dirt. Looking for dirt on you and vice versa. Or vice versa. Yeah, see, an offer. Still here. So, this person's bugged, bro. Impersonator. Somebody might be trying to be like you. If it's, this seems very specific for somebody. There might be more of like an energy of, let's say if there's an ex or something like that, and their new person knows about you, they've been watching, that person could be watching you too. Creepy. And trying to like figure out ways to be like you. I'm getting something like that. Yeah, see, look, girl fight in the middle of the deck. So just so y'all see why I said what I said. Impersonator here. And then that's how to do that. And then girl fight in the middle of the deck. So like, yeah, somebody's trying to be in competition with you. For some of y'all, that's not gonna resonate with everybody, but for somebody, it will make sense. Let me see. Where do I want to read from last? Let's read from the brutally honest deck to close out, and then I think that will be the end of this reading. And again, for those of you who have been here or end up checking in later, I'm very, very appreciative of you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I couldn't possibly thank you guys more than I already have. Other than with free shits, which I try to do all the time. 1 second. Hey, Ren. What's up, Mama? And wants to make her cameo, like always. Want to say hi? Hi. Say hi. All right, Mama. All right, let's get some last messages for the collective, and then we could have our cuddles. She wants to hang out with me so she could cuddle with me. She's so spoiled. As soon as I walk in the door, she's more like a dog than a cat, I swear. Like, she was all up on me as soon as I walked in the door. She's like, Mom, like, you're here. Like, I smell other children and shit on you for my job. She's like, I don't know what I smell, but you're mine now. All right, guys. So, last messages for the collective to close out. And I should be back probably on, I'm thinking Wednesday. If I'm up to it tomorrow, I might come back tomorrow. But Wednesday, I feel like I'll be up here. And I want to try to do the free stuff and paid readings as well. Thank you. All right. Those haters are your admirers. Send them an autograph. So you definitely got people hating on the low. And they're basically just saying, like, you know, pose for the camera now, flick. Like, they're like, don't worry about it. Like, let them motivate you to keep doing what you're doing, because clearly you're doing something right. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have nothing to worry about. There's her sirens in the back. Yeah, you're doing something right. Keep doing what you're doing. Give yourself some damn credit. Don't be so hard on yourself. Chillax. Yes. Start really, honoring yourself, really understanding your worth. I think that a lot of you guys are starting to come into that more, but they really want you to, like, focus on that. Being able to acknowledge how great you are. I feel like a lot of you guys probably have a hard time acknowledging that, or you're, so hard on yourself all the time that, you kind of poke at yourself more than you actually acknowledge your greatness. Like, this is a time to, like, let yourself shine. Like, don't beat yourself up for the past, mistakes and things like that you might have made, so on and so forth. Like, this is a time to really focus on the new and focus on you. Okay, Ren, what are you doing? Get out of here. She's like trying to lay on the cards. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. But yeah, so I'm getting something like that for some of y'all. My girl who made this deck, she hadn't been online in a while, and I finally saw her post something. I was like so happy. I was like, yes, and I commented. I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy you're here. I haven't seen you forever. She's like, I know, I had some stuff going on, but I'm back. I'm like, thank you, because, like, she's really, really, really good. And she goes under Oracle Mystique, the Avatar High Priestess. I know it's a very, very long name, but yeah, she sells decks and she does readings. So, like, I would say check her out here on YouTube and on other platforms as well. You were removed because they were talking shit behind your back. So there were some severances of connections, which we talked about earlier, that were meant to happen that way because people were not what they, put themselves out there to be. Came out along with don't be fooled. They didn't change. Yeah, exactly. Remember I said that there might be somebody trying to come back in with some type of offer. They want to see if they still have access to you. Exactly. And I talked about people trying to have access to you. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. One or two more this deck. And that'll be the end. But yeah, to see it like popping up here, it's like, okay, Spirit ain't playing with y'all. Just because you love them does not mean they love you the same way. And it came, I didn't realize there was two cards here. And there's keep your plans on the low down, or the down low rather. Not everyone wants to see you win. Exactly. So again, for some of you, take it as it resonates, but this could be people who you like. Remember I was saying this is like a hard sacrifice. Let me just show y'all so y'all can see both. Remember I said that for a lot of you guys, it's like a really hard sacrifice. Like, this is painful. It's not easy to make this decision to remove yourself from whatever the situation or person is. And it's like, now it's like, well, you've been being guided to remove yourself from this situation for a reason, and yeah, you might still care about them or whatever, but you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. It's time, right? It's time to remove yourself. One more. It's time to remove yourself from this situation because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. Like I said, I know it's going to be different for everybody. For some people, it's romantic. Some people, it's a friend. Some people, it's a family member. Even somebody from work who you're really cool with or you thought you were cool with, and they got some low down, dirty shit going on behind the scenes. So you gotta use your intuition here. One more. There you go. They never really knew that you were a badass. Just got used to the idea that you that they created in their sick little heads. So yeah, this is a person who had like their own like preconceived notion of who they thought you were, and now that they're seeing you stepping into your power, they're like, what the fuck? Oh, absolutely not. Yo, legit. When I said that, all ones across the screen. One, 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 one. You have pay attention to the signs. I said something about that earlier. The universe has been warning your ass. Yeah. Remember I said for some of you it might be in the form of dreams. Take heed, man. Take heed of the message. Don't put your business on social media. Interesting. Misery loves your company the most. Yeah, misery loves company. They want to see you lose. They don't want to see you win. So if they're watching you, they're watching because they want to see what you're doing. And remember, we saw the happiness hater card in the other deck, so it's like some confirmation there. People watching you, and they're like, oh, I don't like the fact that this person is doing so well. They don't like it at all. That's on them. Sounds like a very, very fucking personal problem. They got some shit they gotta sort through or work on for themselves. I would suggest going to therapy. Um, get your head out of your ass and see the bigger picture. Wow. Your purpose is bigger than your problems. Yeah, this is a time to step into your purpose, right? Not focusing so much on the coulda, woulda, shouldas. There's gonna be things that are gonna happen in your life that sometimes you don't get it, sometimes it doesn't make sense, or you get caught up in the fact that you could have done things. Friend, what are you doing? You could have done things differently, so on and so forth. But now this is the time to realize, like, look, I have to step into my higher self. I have to do things for myself that make me happy, right? Serendipity was one of the cards that showed up earlier. So I think that this is what Spirit wants y'all to know at this time. Y'all gotta step into that. Your fullest power, your fullest potential to move towards the things that make you happy. Not everybody else. Especially not an ex-partner or a toxic friend or a shitty coworker or family that wants you to, do things the way that they want you to do it because that's what they want and that's it. No more of that shit. That's all done. All done. But with all that said, guys, I love y'all and I'm grateful for you guys for tapping in and being here. If you're newer to the channel and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and that notification bell. All those things are going to help me build up my channel so I can reach more people and, continue to do what I've been trying to do. Slow and steady wins the race. So I'm always grateful for those of you who are like the day ones or, really been just supportive. So keep doing what you're doing so I can keep doing what I do. So with all that said, I will probably check in again. I'm hoping Wednesday. And if I do, I have a good feeling that I will be doing like free readings and paid discounted readings as well. So with that said, until next time, I love you guys and enjoy the rest of your evening, all that good stuff. And okay, bye guys. Good night. Bye. Thank you.